Ikea Ektorp sofa bed second-hand on the internet. You've gone and picked it up, but it's in bits and you've shipped it back to your place and you're wondering how to put it together. Here are the bits you should have. There's the bed frame sleeping unit that folds out and you can lie on it and have a sleep. Then we've got the two armrests, each of which should have two bolts down at the bottom. There's one, there's another, and on the other side as well. Then you've got the backrest, and of course that has a nice cubby hole down here that you can flip open and you can get inside it, and that's going to be important a bit later. You need to put some bolts through there, which you should have received as well. There are 4 of them. Then of course you got the cushions. And you can put them on later. What you do is you've got to open up the bed frame. I'm going to set the camera down and show you how that works. Open up the bed frame now. You can watch how I do it. So first of all, you flip down the flap at the front, and then you pull these 2 handles, pull it up. Now it's quite hard to do, so you've got to get it up, pull up really hard to make sure your foot doesn't get caught in there. It's hard to do when it's not in the rest of the sofa. Anyway, there we go. That makes it a lot easier to put the armrest onto the rest of the sofa. Put the little feet onto the bottom of the armrests. I've got the little feet. I'm going to put them on here, and they need the metal plates that come with them. So let's put that on first onto one and then onto the other. So you see they go into the bottom here. We're going to have the metal plate on the back. Screw the feet into the bottom. So you put first this one in here. And then the one at the back needs the plate because that supports because this is the front. That supports the rest of the backrest. So put this through here first. I'm going to try and show you this with one hand, which is quite hard. And that just goes across here. Okay, so we'll just put it in there till it's tight. Okay, now that's got to go this way. So, because that plate holds the backrest and stops it from dropping onto the ground. There you go, that's one. I'll tighten them up properly later. So I'll push this one to the other side, get the other one. Right, pick up armrest 2. Here we have armrest 2. So this time I'll put on the one at the back first. Here we go. Don't worry about it till it's tight. Okay, that one can tighten up. And then this one. So now we've got the feet on there. Now, these bolts at the bottom here, they're used to anchor the armrests to the main body of the bed frame, which is down here. So there are these little slots here, so they go in there and then drop in. And there's another one at the back there. And it's the same on the other side. There we go, there's one, and there is the other one. And what we've got to do is we've got to loosen up these bolts, then carefully slide these. So these, you see, these bolts will come up enough that you can just slide them into that hole, that slot, and then push it forward. So there we go. And let's do that now. I'm not sure I can do it with one hand, but we'll see. Line up the these bolts with the holes on the sofa bed. I find the best way to do it is to look from underneath. Go and look in there as I'm doing it. Let's see if I can just set up the camera to look at that as I'm doing it. Okay, so here we go. There we are, that's in there. Now, once that's in, you can reach in underneath here and tighten them up to finger tightness. There's one down the far end, there's the other. So I'm going to tighten this one up. Yeah, just tighten them right up as far as you can go with your fingers. I don't think they need to be tightened with a tool. I'll just do that. On the other side, I'll loosen these up, and I'll be back with you in a second once I've put the other armrest. Got the other armrest on. You've got both armrests on, and you've got the bed there ready to fold up, and you need to put the backrest on. But first, we're going to shut the bed frame because it's easier to work over it. Put the bed frame in, and then we'll see how the back goes on. That becomes a lot easier once the arms are on. And I can even flip this up. And it's beginning to look like a bed frame we get the back frame. That's not going to be too hard because we just have to pick it up and slide it down there, and then we've got to open up the flap there, get in there and put the bolts. Pick up the backrest and get it in there. Right, and with any luck it should slot right down here and rest on the two metal plates we've got there. Yep, there we go. That makes it look easy. Got to reach inside with the 4 bolts we got. We can flip this down, and you can see the holes there. We've got to align with the bolt holes, and that's pretty easy. And then once we've aligned them, we'll tighten them up. So should be fine. There's some screws that the bolts go into there. So I've got my 4 bolts here, and I'm going to screw them into the holes. See, there's one hole there, there's a hole down there, and on the other side it's the same thing. There's a hole down there, there, and then there's a hole there, and we just align them with the screw holes. I'm going to align them up. Let's hope I get it right. Found that one immediately. That's a good sign. That one seems to be going with something. So that's good. Right, now the next thing is to get this one. Just need to go back a bit. Now I just need a little tool like this, a bike spanner, and I'll tighten these up. It's not very exciting watching this, but you know, it's working. You can even just do this finger tight if you want. And then these ones. Right, now you can just flip up your flat. In fact, it's big enough to put pillows in and maybe even a duvet for your guests or for yourself if you sleep on it. And then just slam that shut. Now you're ready to put the cover on. And you've got yourself an Ikea Ektorp 3-person sofa bed. Enjoy.